Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Professor Hassan and you are watching my channel Professor Hassan Hamayu. PPSC, FPSC and KPPSC statistics exams remain incomplete without the questions of probability. It is the most important topic of every paper of statistics. Today I will discuss very important questions which are very important for the written test as well as interview. I will tell you what is probability in a word, and then what is accident, what is experiment, random experiment, simple event, compound event, trial, what is the difference between outcome and event, a very important concept, mutually exclusive events, independent events, exhaustive events, and many other concepts about probability. I request everyone, don't miss a single MCQ of today's lecture. Let's start. What is probability? Actually, it is uncertainty. It is a chance of occurrence of an event. In our daily life, there are many places where we use probability. Who will win the match? If there is a match between Pakistan and India, who will win, Pakistan or India? Or it will be a draw match. I will go to the market or not? I will pass that written test or not? How many chances I have for passing the interview? There are many questions. If a patient is admitted in the hospital, how many chances he or she has for being survival, for being recovered? These all are the questions of probability. And in interview also, that question can be asked, what is the practical example of probability? And then I will tell you probability is a vehicle of statistics. Foundation of probability was introduced by two French mathematicians in 17th century. One was Pascal and second one Pierre de Fermat in connection with gambling problems. Next, what is a set? A well-defined collection of the distinct objects will be a set. We have set of books, sets of cars, set of shirts. These all are sets. Next is very important, A minus B. All the values, all the elements of A which are not in B, that will be A minus B, and that will be equal to A intersection B complement. Idempotent law is A union A is equal to A intersection A is equal to A. Then identity law, A union S is always S. A union empty set will always be A. A intersection empty will be empty. Next is complementation laws. A union A complement will always be a sample space. A intersection A complement will be empty set. A complement, then again complement will be equal to A. Complement of S, very important, it is empty. Then dear students, I will teach you the De Morgan's law. We have done in mathematics in class 5 or 6. If I have A intersection B whole complement, that will be equal to A complement union, that will become union, and complement will be given to this much separately and B complement. And we can write it also in the exam. They can ask A intersection B whole complement. C is also used. It will be A complement union B complement. If I have A union B complement, that will be equal to A complement intersection B complement. It is the De Morgan's law. And I can also write, if in the form of probability of A intersection B complement, that will be equal to probability of A complement union B complement. That will be given to both of them, and intersection will be changed into union. Then very important concept I will have to give you. If probability of A, that is equal to 1 probability of A complement. For example, probability of A is 0.35, then probability of A complement will be must be equal to 0.65. Probability of A union B complement, that can also be equal to 1 minus probability of A union B. This is the concept. Probability of A is 1 minus probability of its complement. Here we have A union B complement, the whole one, that will be equal to 1 minus without complement. If I write probability of A intersection B whole complement, that will be probability of 1 minus probability of A intersection B. If they write probability of A intersection B, that will be equal to 1 minus probability of A intersection B complement. If they can ask from you probability of B, that will be equal to 1 minus probability of B complement. Probability of D complement, that will be 1 minus probability of D. Only one concept you will have to learn. Now, what is an accident? A very important question, especially for interview. Any unplanned activity which gives you some results, that will be accident. For example, there is a rainy day, there is slippery outside, you go to the market, you are walking on the road and your foot is slipped. That is an accident. That was unplanned. And now, after accident, there is experiment. A very important concept for paper as well as interview. It is a planned activity which gives you only one result all the time. For example, you have a kettle, you just pour water into it, you pour sugar and leaves of tea into it, and you pour the milk into it. At the end, that will be the tea. There is only one experiment all the time. That is planned, but it gives you only one outcome all the time. That will be experiment. Now I will tell you what is a random experiment. Random experiment has at least, there are three properties, at least two outcomes. Number two, random experiment can be repeated any number of times. Under identical conditions. And third property is also very, very important. The results are unpredictable in advance. The results are unpredictable. That question can be asked in the exam in advance. Many examples can be given. There is a match between Pakistan and India, and we do not know in advance who will win, what will be the result, what will be the outcome, and that is a random experiment. But we know there are three possible outcomes, and that can be repeated any number of times. A very important concept. Next, if I talk about the cards, there are many students who are confused in the questions of cards. Total cards are always 52. There are black cards, these are 26. There are red cards, these are also 26. There are 4 suits of 13 each. A very important. There are 4 suits in the cards, in the deck of cards of 13 each, means there is spade cards. There are 4 suits. This is the first one. There is the club one, second one. There is a heart one, it is third one, and the fourth one is diamond. And very important question I will tell you for the paper. If they ask what is the probability of heart card of black, that will be 0. Please keep in mind, because there are 4 suits of 13 each. Heart and diamond are always red cards. It means heart and red diamond are always red, and club and spade are always black. If in the exam they ask what is the probability of club of red, we know it is black. It will be always 0. There are face cards. Face cards are 12. These are king, queen and jack. and picture cards are 16. And there are the card games whist, bridge and poker. Next question is a very important one. What is a trial? A single performance of a random experiment is a trial. If you perform any random experiment only one time, which has at least two outcomes, which can be repeated any number of times and all the results are unpredictable in advance, that will be a trial. A single performance of a random experiment. Then outcome. Actually, outcome is the actual result of the random experiment. And what is event? The part of the sample space, the result of the random experiment is an event. And if we have a sample space, if we throw a die and the sample space will be 1 2 3 4 5 6, and I'm interested in A is the event 2. If I'm interested in 2 and 2 is how many times? Only one time, it is simple event. What is the definition of simple event? An event which consists of only one sample point of the sample space. These all are sample points. Simple event is an event which is consisting of only one sample point of the sample space. And what is compound event? If I am interested in B, for example, an even number, how many even numbers are there? This much, and this much. Now I am interested in 3 numbers of the sample space. If an event consists of more than one sample points of the sample space, that will be a compound event. Then mutually exclusive events. The two events A and B are said to be mutually exclusive, which cannot occur together. They are disjoint events. They have nothing common between them, and A intersection B will be equal to 0. For example, we have a jack card and a queen card. They are mutually exclusive. They cannot come together. But if I have a jack card and a card of heart, they are not mutually exclusive. They have common something. These are not mutually exclusive and they are mutually exclusive events. Equally likely. Two events are said to be equally likely if they have equal chance of being selected. And exhaustive events. If we have head and tail, these are the exhaustive events. They make the total sample space. All those results, all those outcomes of the random experiment which collectively make the whole sample space, these are the exhaustive events. Then a very important one, if there is a triangle, it has 3 vertices ABC. If I talk about combination, how many sides will be there? AB, BC and AC. Actually AB is equal to BA, BC is equal to CB. It is AB and it is BA. It is BC, it is CB. It is AC, it is CA. There is no importance of the order. AB and BA are same. If I write A in the first position or B in the first position, they will be equal. There is no importance of the order. It is called combination. There were 3 sides, 3C2, that was 3. If order is important, we have permutation, and that will be 3p2. The formula is 3 factorial over the minus 3 minus 2 factorial, and that will be 6, double of this much. So what did you learn? In combination there is no importance of order. In permutation there is importance of order. And what did you learn? Permutation are always more than the combination. A very important one, because AB is not equal to BA. 2 pairs, 4 and 6. We have 6 chances in this much. Then the multiplicative law. a very important one, and many questions can be asked. For example, if I have 5 shirts and 3 ties, in how many ways I can make their pairs collectively? There are how many chances? 5 multiplied by 3, 15. I will take first shirt and I can take it with all the ties 1, 2 and 3. Then I will pick up my second shirt, then 1, 2, 3, 3 ties, 3 fives. There are 15 ways. Many questions can be asked. For example, if there are 5 washing machines and 6 room coolers, in how many pairs you can collect them? 6 5 are 30. Multiplicative law, both are independent. You will have to collect them collectively by multiplying them. That is the multiplicative law. What is probability? Actually probability, there are 2 approaches for probability. The first one is objective, the second one is subjective. In objective, in which we collect the numerical value, we find out the numerical value for this much. The first one is classical, which is also called priori probability, a very important concept, in which probability of A will be equal to number of favorable over total, a very important. And for this much, the outcomes must be mutually exclusive. There should not be common anything between them, mutually exclusive and equally likely. These 2 are very important points, and that was introduced by a French mathematician, Laplace. Next is classical probability is not applicable when the assumption of equally likely does not hold, because equally likely and mutually exclusive are the must conditions for the classical or priori probability, which was introduced by Laplace. It is also called Laplace probability. It is not applicable when we have infinite outcomes. Next is, for classical, outcomes should be mutually exclusive and equally likely. Next is relative frequency or posteriori approach. Dear students, there is a hospital in your area, and if you say the probability of a newborn baby, newborn baby boy is 0.5. Actually, it is true in the long run. For example, there are 5 newborn babies, 4 are boys and 1 is girl. Then the probability of a boy will be 4 by 5. It is not 0.5, it is more than 0.5. Actually, that probability is true in the long run. If you take a sample of 500 boys and girls, 500 newborn babies, then the probability of the newborn baby boy will be very close to 0.5, and the probability of a newborn girl will be very close to 0.5. It is relative frequency approach, which is true in the long run. It is statistical or empirical probability also. Then the next one is axiomatic definition. In axiomatic definition, we know the range of the probability of an event is 0 to 1. The answer of the occurrence of an event can be from 0 to 1. 0 means null event, 1 means sure event. Second property is that probability of the whole sample space will be equal to 1. Third is that if A and B are 2 mutually exclusive events, then the probability of A union B will be equal to probability of A plus probability of B. Subjective or personalistic approach, when the person uses his personal experience of judging something, that will be personal or subjective approach. Then a very important question: if A is the subset of B, all the elements of A are the part of B, then probability of A always be less than or equal to probability of B. It can never be, the probability of A can never be more than probability of B. and this is the same case for B. If I say B is the subset of A, if I say B is the subset of A, then probability of B will be less than equal to probability of A. A very important rule. Next question is probability of A intersection B complement will be equal to probability of A minus probability of A intersection B. Like this much probability of B intersection A complement will be probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. You can check it, you can prove it with the help of the diagram, Venn diagram also. Next question is conditional probability. The probabilities associated with the reduced sample space are the conditional probabilities. If I say probability of A given B, what are the chances of the occurrence of A when B has occurred? The formula will be probability of A intersection B, the common of these two divided by the probability of the given one, probability of B. A very important one. And if they ask probability of B given A, that will be probability of A intersection B over probability of A. Then the next question is probability of A given A will be equal to 1. Probability of B given B will be equal to 1. Next question is, we can also write probability of A intersection B will be equal to probability of A into probability of B given A. And if A and B are two independent events, then probability of A intersection B will be equal to probability of A into probability of B. And if I talk about probability of three events, A intersection B intersection C, that will be probability of A into probability of B given A into probability of C given A intersection B. Next question is probability theory is called theory of chance. Next, the first person to obtain a quantitative measure of uncertainty was James Bernoulli. Next is simple event is also called elementary event. Next is classical probability is also known as Laplace probability. As I told you, mathematical probability, a priori probability. Classical probability is measured in ratio m over n, and we have discussed m is favorable, n is total. It depends upon two things, favorable and total. Next is the limiting relative frequency approach of probability is known as statistical probability. Next is statistical definition of probability was introduced by von Mises. Next is the axiomatic definition of probability was proposed by Kolmogorov. Next is the idea of posterior probabilities was introduced by Thomas Bayes, who gave the idea of conditional probability also, Bayesian theorem also, and he was a mathematician and a preacher. Next is Bayesian theorem makes use of which probability formula? Conditional. Next is the probability obtained by Bayes theorem is posterior probability. Next is Bayes theorem deal with the events, namely posterior probabilities and probabilities with the priority. Next, Bayes probability is also known as inverse probability. Next is very important. If A and B are two mutually exclusive events, they are disjoint events, they have no common, then they are not independent. Please keep in mind, mutually exclusive events are not independent. Next is for Bayes theorem, the events to be mutually exclusive and exhaustive. Next, last question of today's lecture, if two events are mutually exclusive, they also could be complements. Dear students, I will wait for your precious comments on today's lecture. Assalamu alaikum.